Welcome back to Mookie's channel.
Another episode of Mookie's Meals.
That's going to be the start of it right there.
What is it? Subscribe.
You should do bloopers.
What's good, guys? Mookie here, back with another Mookie's Meal. I got Kaye from Crew Love in the house. Kaye, what will we be cooking today?
So today we are making a healthy turkey lettuce wrap. It is one of my favorite meals to make throughout the week because it only requires a few simple ingredients, super healthy, and only takes 15 minutes.
Nice. So we're gonna go over some of the ingredients we have today. So what do we got to use?
So first and foremost, we are using ground turkey. We have some butter lettuce, we have ginger, green onion, some soy sauce, rice vinegar, hoisin sauce, chili paste if you like it spicy, and water chestnuts if that's what you like.
All right, perfect. I'll have a full list of all the ingredients down in my description and the quantities that we use as well. We're cooking about 2 pounds of ground turkey today. It's feeding about 4 people. I'm sure we're gonna have some leftovers too. So again, guys, you can make this meal and meal prep it, have it for a few days, or just make it for a dinner. But the healthier choice is always gonna be cooking at home. So let's get into this. We're just doing the prepping process. Again, like Kaye said, this is a 15-minute meal. So it's super simple. It's something that you can do quickly, and it doesn't give you an excuse to not cook at home. So what are we going to be cutting up first, Kaye?
So first ingredient, we are cutting up just some green onion, and honestly, it's just for like a light flavor. It doesn't add too much flavor to it.
Garnish.
Yeah, it's really just garnish, right? We're just gonna slice it up. Super easy.
Did you just find this recipe online?
I used to make this all the time. A few years ago, I decided, or a couple years ago, like right before COVID, I was like, okay, I really need to get in shape and like stop eating out so much. I was eating out literally every single day, but I was working full time and I wanted to like make sure I got to the gym. And so I gathered a bunch of recipes that were like quick and easy, simple ingredients, but also like low calorie, you know, whatever. So I started making these turkey lettuce wraps and they completely changed my life because it takes 15 minutes and all the ingredients I already have at home. So I always have ground turkey at home. The only thing really was like this butter lettuce, which is not hard to find, right?
Yeah, it wasn't hard to find. Browse did have it, but they literally only had 3 of these, and I took 2 of them. So.
And really, you can use like any lettuce, but because these lettuce, like this lettuce specifically, comes like in a cup already, it makes it perfect for just like a substitute for like bread or for tortillas or anything like that. So these are just like perfect little cups.
And I honestly didn't, when Kaye was telling me this recipe, I didn't even pay attention to the fact that there is no carbs in this. So that's honestly, for people that are doing keto, I don't personally do keto. I love carbs. But if you are doing keto or you want to, I know a lot of people carb cycle. So particular days, like if it's a low intensity training day, then, or even like a non-training day, they won't have carbs. And it kind of works out perfectly for me today. I didn't train at all. I'm just giving the day off to rest, so it's not necessary for me to have like a bunch of carbs, a bunch of rice and pasta, if I'm not going to be using it.
Cool. So the next ingredient that I'm doing is actually just garlic, and I have this fancy contraption that actually dices your garlic for you. If there's anything that I hate, it's dicing garlic, and so I will like dice garlic in this and make a bunch, and so during the week I don't even have to like peel the garlic or worry about like cutting it because it's so time consuming for me. So I literally just take this, I peel my garlic, and then once it's peeled, oh, that's a weird one. Let's see.
Have you ever seen the diced garlic and stuff? It's obviously not as fresh though.
Yeah, so that I do like using those, and I have that in the fridge for like when I'm like either out of garlic or when I like don't really need fresh garlic. I like try to use fresh garlic as much as I can, but that's like usually soaked in like other things. I think it's like acid.
Preservatives and stuff.
Yeah, preservatives, and they're good for just like quick meals like once in a while, but typically fresh garlic, you can taste fresh garlic in any kind of recipe.
Definitely. Even a lot of Middle Eastern dishes and Pakistani dishes especially, they use garlic and ginger in every garlic, ginger, tomato, and onion is the base of every curry, every single curry that you will find that in there. So I love it. I'm used to the flavor, and I don't think like almost everything I eat, I in my own meal preps has garlic in it.
Already I'm prepped.
Perfect. So now we're gonna start working on the meat. We'll show you guys what we do with that and cooking it down, and then ultimately that we'll just get some shots of. But we'll give you the review of what we think of the turkey lettuce wraps at the end of the video when we eat them. So stay tuned for that.
One tablespoon of olive oil just to heat up. I always measure it by eye. That's usually like a nice coat. And then I'll let that heat up for a while. Alright, so we're gonna start with the garlic and the ginger. We're just gonna put it in at the same time. Right into the pan. Start sizzling. Alright, and then we're gonna go straight with the that is a blooper. The ground turkey. Add the rest of the ingredients. So water, chestnuts. Okay. Just a mess right now. The green onion, and all the sauces. I'm gonna go with hoisin. Soy sauce. White vinegar, rice vinegar, and the chili paste.
That looks so good.
So yummy. It smells good. Okay, and then we're just gonna stir these up.
Alright guys, once we have everything together and we build the wraps, we'll do the review. Alright guys, that meal was super simple. Kay pretty much did all the work, just took me through it. But again, the whole point of these videos is so you guys, and myself included, can find meals to incorporate into my diet. Nutrition is the hardest thing about weight loss. I think everybody struggles with it, no matter what your journey is. I know for Kay, a lot of times it's tough even for gaining weight. She was struggling a lot of times to get a lot of food in, and it's hard to eat healthy and in large quantities.
Yeah. I think my biggest struggle too is getting protein. I was like, Mookie, I don't know how to get protein into my diet.
It's tough too because I know with protein for myself, I love eating a lot of carbs, and I'll even notice like I'm not hitting my protein goals that I need to be hitting if I was eating the proper exact macros. That I don't track my macros fully, but from what it says, like I'm not close to my protein goal. So I've also incorporated things that she's done with like Premier protein shakes and protein bars. I'll add in beef jerky, just stuff to help get extra protein in throughout the day. But let's get to the review, guys. I'm excited. My mouth is watering. Okay, start it off.
All right, so we're just gonna start off with 2 things of lettuce. I've already cleaned and prepped these. Literally just so easy. You set it down and then spoon just a couple things of the turkey onto your lettuce, and you are done.
All right, I'm following behind.
There you go.
So I was talking to Kay earlier about the macros in these. So 2 lettuce wraps is how many calories? You said 160?
Well, so like two things of lettuce with a 1/4 cup of the turkey mixture is about 160 calories, which is great because it has 4 grams of fat, and I can't remember the protein right now, but it was high because I was like, okay, that's good. Like low calorie, low fat, high protein.
Yeah, no, and again, it's that's the goal when you want to make your meals. It's like you want to make something, especially for us bigger guys, that's satiating, you can eat a lot of, but it still stays low in calories. Because I know for me, when I get the, like, I had a lot, like I ate a lot, then I automatically, it's like trigger in my brain that I'm like more full.
Right.
So with these, like, you can have probably like 6 wraps. It's under 600 calories, which is still significant. I think one In-N-Out burger is like 600 calories, 700 calories. So this is perfect.
Awesome. All right, dig in.
Wow.
That's so good.
That's so good.
Thank you. I forgot how messy it was, but it's so good.
Oh my god. That's amazing. It's so juicy.
Because ground turkey is harder, because sometimes people think like ground turkey is so dry, like no flavor. But when you really know how to like season a ground turkey and transform it into something like juicy like this, it's like, no question, I'm always going to use ground turkey. I do love ground beef though.
I told Kay too, off camera, about I never incorporate ground turkey for a lot of those reasons. I always preferred ground beef, but good God, this is delicious. It reminds me of like the chicken lettuce wraps, like similar to that. Those are like my favorite too. So guys, this is definitely a win in my books. I'm gonna be incorporating it into my weekly, monthly, just whenever I'm craving something different. This is amazing. Like I'm gonna start doing this a lot more.
Yay!
So please comment, like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, follow Kay, follow Crew, love what they're doing, want to help them out. So let's get it, guys.